Hello guys, hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. And my name is Ivan, and I'm the host of our interview. And we have a guest today from XDAO, and his name is Egor. He is CTO of XDAO project. And for the starters, it's just happy to meet you finally, and thank you for having us here. And I think we have a great interview today. So the first question is, tell something about yourself a little more to introduce you.
Hi, Ivan. Nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting for this interview. My name is Egor. I'm ex-professional mathematician, and for now I'm software engineer at XDAO and the CTO, co-founder, and tech lead.
That's so great. And tell a bit about your path to the XDAO and your experience into that. How did you end up in here where you are in your position?
My main goal before was science, was mathematics, and mathematics is the thing that I love a lot. But in the near future, I recognized that I love coding. I loved coding at university, and I decided to start coding a lot. I coded a lot of things like servers or blockchain technologies, smart contracts, and other things. I did some DeFi startups, and on the conference I met Vlad, CEO XDAO, and we decided to create this project. I decided to join this project because Vlad already started it, but we started it from the new wave. We started new version together with Vlad and Zurab. We are 3 co-founders. So for now, I'm XDAO CTO.
Oh, okay. So you've joined the project, this project along the way. So you wasn't the original member of it, right?
I'm thinking of me as an original member because before me, there is no such a cool version that you can see on the internet, like XDAO. That was an MVP to raise investment round and to find a really good technical guy to start the project again. So I'm an original member of the XDAO, as you can see it in the internet right now.
So how long have you been in crypto in this team? Where exactly you were involved in this thing?
I'm 5 years in software engineering, and when I coded a lot, I started to explore blockchain technologies in 2017. In 2019, I started to code smart contracts on Ethereum Solidity stack. We can calculate that I am from 2019. I am 3 years in crypto. Because I'm not a trader, I'm not an investor, I'm interested in technologies right now.
So you were originally like a tech guy and then moved to blockchain technology. And was it really hard to make such transition into that? Or maybe it was straightforward to you?
If you explore how blockchain works, it's just like a database. And the smart contracts is just like backend, but it has some details that you need to recognize before you start diving into it. But smart contracts are pretty cool. Solidity is pretty cool language. So this transition is pretty easy as I felt it.
Let's simply put that way. Have you worked before in crypto, or XDAO is your first project?
I was in DeFi project. I was a CEO of DeFi project. So I've learned a lot of technologies. I just don't want to describe it. And I want to think that XDAO is my first project because XDAO is my first really successful technological monster, and this project is just like my dreams. Like I wanted to realize it. If I'm saying I'm on project, I would like to know that this project going on my plans. So if I have a concept, if I'm developing an architecture and product, this is my project. And before I was just like a guest in project. I didn't have a lot of freedom, so I don't want to speak like I have project. But I have an experience, DeFi experience. I have learned a lot of lessons from it.
What first comes into your mind? Can you tell me three valuable lessons that you took out of that?
The first lesson: always freeze your investor tokens. When you're sending your tokens to investor, always freeze them for an investor round. The first lesson. The second lesson: always choose good stack for your technologies. I can speak some details. If you're developing the front end, you should choose TypeScript generator for your smart contract type chain. For example, you should choose the right stack and the right architecture for your app. Because if you will mislead with it, you will have a lot of problems, and the time for your development will be increased significantly. And
fixing the bugs will take a lot of time when you do that, and it's better to make it all originally well balanced, well built from the start, right?
Yeah, that's right. And the third lesson: always get a good marketing. Maybe don't forget about cheap marketing for a project, just like shilling in chats or something. Aggressive marketing. Don't forget about it, because we know how to do expensive marketing, and this expensive marketing strategy with expensive marketing strategies are so popular that they don't go so well for investors. So always think about cheap marketing strategies.
Pretty interesting, because I heard some dubious opinions regarding cheap marketing, because sometimes shilling maybe consider something wrong, and for not so good projects, and you name it. So how was this cheap marketing experience going for you for XDAO? And could you tell about this more?
Shilling and cheap marketing are not synonymous right now, and my opinion is when you have cheap marketing, you have a cheap way to test your hypothesis, and you can cheaply test your audience before you have a product. You can run to a market earlier than your concurrents. So I'm speaking from this way about hypothesis testing and something. Shilling in chats, just like super rocket go for us. It's also cool if you have a serious project, just like we have. If you have a token, maybe it's cool. I'm speaking about hypothesis testing. So don't buy very, very expensive influencers post in Twitter before you tested what is your audience.
So what would you put in the first place, like technology or good marketing? So what is the relationship between them for you?
I'm putting good marketing. Putting before marketing is higher than technologies. I'm working on technologies, but I see the real market right now. I see the DeFi ecosystem, and I see how these projects are secured, how good smart contracts they have. A lot of hacks, economical hacks. For example, you're getting an audit from audit company, and you have economical hack, and audit company says we don't know about economics, we don't check it, and something. So I'm putting good marketing higher in the real market right now, because for now we have a bullish trend. We have a long bullish trend, and for it you have to do a cool marketing. But when you have a crypto winter, just like 2018, then the most famous projects, DeFi projects, started, just like Market Compound or something. So when we are speaking about crypto winter, when we have a really low price on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, when we want our audience to be interested in our product, we need really cool technologies. So this is just like waves in these trends. We have a trend for bullish market with high excess, with high returns, and we have conservative strategies and crypto winter stages. So for now, marketing is a good guy.
So you're like a tech guy who supports business logic, really.
That's right.
Super great. Speaking about crypto winter, do you think that this is the best time to start developing your project, dedicate all your time into technology rather than marketing?
For now, every time is a really cool time to start developing your project on any blockchain, maybe on Solana, on Near, or something like this, or Polkadot, and on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, of course. Every time is a cool time. Crypto winter is a cool time. Bullish market is a cool time. DeFi project is a cool guys right now. It's a really cool way to improve your life. As I think about it.
So you
So
think that we are in the golden age of cryptocurrency, something, right?
100%, because we have a lot of classic. We have a lot of classic economical model on the market right now. We have banks, we have credits, leveraged farming, and something. We have liquidity providing. We have classic economical models on the market right now, but we don't have beasts on the market. Really beasts, really embracing projects, and this is what it's called the golden age for DeFi. Cool projects are on the way.
So here's the question: do you think that XDAO would be a beast in whole crypto space?
We will speak about XDAO a lot, as I know. So I will start with a little spoiler for it. I think XDAO is a really huge technological beast from the technological side. We are not so popular as our concurrents, but we have really cool technological features, and I want to describe them. They provide really cool and really easy to use way to invest your funds in the DeFi project, to invest your funds in startup as a venture fund. We are developing these features, modules for DAOs. Okay, let's speak about features. This is a market situation. Either you choose really easy DAO with not so cool opportunities, or you choose really complex DAO, because you need to implement the modules and deploy them by yourself from the terminal if you have to implement some additional smart contracts. Our main point is, if you want to invest your money in DeFi projects, if you want to farm your money together, to trade your money on decentralized exchanges, you need a really cool, useful, and easy way to connect to DeFi projects. And what we implemented, I said about it in my Twitter, we implemented Wallet Connect, fully working Wallet Connect for our DAOs, but just works. How is it implemented? You are going to Uniswap, click connect, you are opening, and then our website is opening. You are choosing your DAO to connect, you are choosing a blockchain to connect, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Heka, Polygon, or something. And then you're connected to Wallet Connect. You don't need to provide any private key to this connection mode. You just need to use your MetaMask to sign the transaction at the end of this operation. And you are clicking swap on Uniswap, and you create off-chain voting on our DAO platform. So this is the first feature. This is the first our feature. Wallet Connect product called XDAO Connect. The second feature is an off-chain voting. Off-chain voting is a really cool model when you want to save your money on gas on the expensive blockchains. If we're speaking about cheap blockchains, just like Polygon, we don't need to care about it. But as we explored, as we expected, the biggest DAOs, the biggest investment funds are on Ethereum right now. The biggest DAOs are on Ethereum. And even if they are very rich, we wanted to save their money and time. Most of the time we're spending on the voting, because if you are vote on chain, you're spending a lot of time on Ethereum to make your transaction mine, because you don't need a really cool speed. You maybe want to save some funds. You don't need to front run someone. So it takes like 1 to 3 minutes on Ethereum to sign your intention on chain, and it costs some funds. It costs really big funds, just like $20 per vote. It's a big price for retail investors. It's okay price for big funds. But as I said, off-chain voting solves this problem really successfully. We implement off-chain voting, but this off-chain voting can execute on-chain transactions. So this is our case. We are getting off-chain signatures for an intention, and when we execute the transaction, only one guy pays for the transaction, and then the DAO compensates the gas fees to this guy. So our off-chain voting is fully free for DAO members because DAO compensates transaction activation for the DAO member from the DAO ETH balance. That's it. And the third feature is modules. Our DAO modules. Modules are the smart contracts or maybe wallets, but wallets are not so good decision to do it. These smart contracts can execute any transaction from the DAO name without voting. If you have a wallet connected as a permitted to your DAO, you have very risky position because this wallet can get all the funds from your DAO. It's not a cool way. But if you have an algorithmic, safe, secured smart contract connected as a permitted module to your DAO, you can do amazing things, and you can do it upgradably. You can add new modules, remove existing modules, and these modules, XDAO modules, are awesome. We created modules that make investment opportunities in DAO wider and cooler. We concentrated about investing in our DAO. I have 2 more points. The fourth point is our tokenomics. We have an XDAO token, and you're using our token to pay for our modules, and you are paying us for our development, and we develop new modules. So we are paid product. We have a monthly subscription for our DAO and our tokens, and we are starting from the zero price, $0 per month. But we will increase this price later. We are paid project. We are getting revenue from our startup, and we are spending this revenue to develop new modules, new upgrades, and new features. This is the fourth point, our tokenomics, our paid product model. And the fifth point is our investment tab on our V2. We implemented an investment model where you can invest your money in the DAO. Don't have a right to vote on it. You just have a money share. You're investing your money in the DAO. You have a dividend from DAO. You have a money share, and you're earning more than the market growth. So this is a really cool income model for the retail investors that don't want to have a vote. They want to just invest their money for high APY. So this is just like farming, just like yield farming, but yield farming is fully automated way to manage your funds, and the investment in DAO is just like a human. It connects with humans, with the human mind. So it connects with people decisions. That's it.
Okay, so this comes from your XDAO token, right? So, you've mentioned before that this staking or farming, passive income, it comes from holding your XDAO token.
Yeah, that's right. We will have staking programs because we didn't launch our token. We will launch it just like with our V2 version release, and our XDAO token will be listed on the different exchanges, on different farming platforms, staking platforms, and we will have our own staking. So you will see more info from this side. And our XDAO token will grow a lot because you can. This is a part of our economy. It's not just like a picture in your wallet. This is a really cool token to pay for our services, and we think this will be a really cool start for our token. As we analyzed, an ANT token, Ergo Network token, did not get a lot of impressions because it was not connected to the Aragon platform. So we connected our token to our platform very, very close.
Where is the community support from XDAO? Where, will you implement this or something like that?
Okay, as you said, we have a lot of popular DAOs. We have a lot of popular DAOs that have their own token.
Yes.
Right? We are not talking about DAO builders, but we are a DAO builder where you can create your DAO with a popular token. You are creating your DAO on our platform, and you have a popular token. We are a platform for these popular tokens, and of course, we will have a popular token too, because DAO is a trend, and DAO builder is a trend borner.
Can you name some competitors in your field?
As I said, Gnosis Safe, Aragon,
Yes.
DAO House, Colony, Moloch DAO. Moloch DAO is a single DAO, but DAO House is a fork of it. Snapshot snapshot for off-chain voting. That's right for EVM blockchains. And we have competitors on other blockchains, just like squats on Solana. Maybe not on Solana, but we have a squats competitor. And this is an alpha version right now. It did not release on the market. And we have some other competitors that just raised an investment round, and they don't have a product on the market right now. And as I know, we have a competitor or maybe a partner in the future, an Elastic DAO. And Elastic DAO is a single DAO, but as I know, their goal is to implement a DAO builder.
In few words, your project XDAO has such features as, it offers a more simple way of creating DAOs, right? So this is its top feature, right? And what is, in few words, can you name, 2 or 3 of them? Just
DeFi connection,
mm-hmm.
DeFi connection, and the ease of investment.
Mm-hmm. So that would be the clues, the major top 3 or 4 your kind of sort of features that makes your special.
These are our killer features, because you need an easy way to connect to DeFi projects, and you need an easy way to raise an investment, and you need an easy way to invest your money in the DAOs.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, Igor, you've mentioned that you have competitors in other blockchains, and do you think of expanding to other blockchains? I believe you have now Polygon and Ethereum, no, Binance Smart Chain, right? And do you have plans on expanding to even more networks, like Avalanche, Solana, or something?
If you are speaking on EVM blockchains, Ethereum virtual machine blockchains, so if we are speaking about Ethereum Solidity compatible blockchains, we have a really easy opportunity to be multi-chain. So we will be multi-chain, and our project is EVM blockchain agnostic. So you don't need to launch. We don't need to launch our project on a single blockchain. We will implement bridges for our tokens. So we will be on the most popular EVM blockchains, but not from the start. We need some partner relations with these blockchains, but we will in our plans we will implement our project on Ethereum Binance Smart Chain, Huobi Chain, Phantom, Avalanche, and Polygon. These are our plans for now. But as you know, if you want to list your token on centralized exchange, you need to have a lot of USDT to add this USDT to the liquidity. So we will list on other blockchains. If we will have a grant or something or deal, we will have enough USDT to provide our liquidity for our token, because our token is very important on every blockchain if we want to use our services. And if you are speaking about non or partly Solidity compatible blockchains, just like Solana with Neon EVM or Near with Aurora DAO, we are thinking about them, but they have a lot of bugs. We can't fully implement our project on Solana and Near and Polkadot, because they are not so stable for us. Polkadot is a major blockchain, as you know, but we can't redevelop everything just for Polkadot. And the main thing here, because we are a DAO builder, we want to implement our project on the blockchain that has a lot of investors, a lot of big major funds, and our main goal is Ethereum right now. So we are about Ethereum mainly.
So XDAO is your main project that you dedicate all your time, and will the ecosystem of XDAO be growing in future?
Yeah, XDAO is my full-time project, 24/7 project. So I'm coding it every day as I can, because I'm really in love with this project. So the DAO ecosystem will be growing, and the XDAO ecosystem will be growing too.
And which directions?
In the direction of investment, in the direction when you can rule your funds, and in the direction of project management with your DAO. Let's suppose that you have a project you have a shop, maybe online shop, and you have an investors, and you want to split your money with you and your investors. You need to have a DAO to do it a fair and decentralized way. If you have a DeFi project, you need to have a DAO to split your revenue in a decentralized way. So our goal is to implement this project management DAO opportunity.
And do you have, friendly projects, friends across the net? Have you got any partners along the way, like that you are, cooperating with?
Yeah, we have partners. We are working about partnerships, because DAO is about partnership. It's just like join together and manage your money. We won Binance Smart Chain Hackathon at the April. We have a Polygon grant. We took Polygon grant from the Polygon. We are in partnership with 1inch. We implemented a 1inch router on our platform for DAOs. And we have other partnerships with the DeFi projects and with some famous venture funds, but this is a secret right now.
So you won't tell regarding the funds or investors, VCs, like it's just private information for XDAO, right? Or you may share some info.
These funds are our future clients. These funds, these famous funds, will use our platform to manage their money, not to invest in us, to invest their money together on our XDAO platform. DeFi funds and investment funds, and you know their names, but I can't name it.
Yeah, well, understandable, pretty much. Let's switch to tokenomics. That you've briefly mentioned your token XDAO, and would you tell us about the tokenomics and the distribution of it, when it's launching, and when do we, when to expect this to be happening?
Okay, tokenomics is pretty easy, very easy. We will launch our token in the Q4 2021 in December, and we will have an investment round private sale for venture funds. We will buy our tokens for allocation, and these tokens will be frozen for a time with a vesting period. We will have an IDO launch, as I know situation, XDAO situation for now about the token launch. We have an IDO next to private sale, and we will list on decentralized and maybe centralized exchanges. So this is tokenomics. We have an investment funds with freeze time. We have tip tokens with freeze time with 1 year plus vesting period, 1 year plus lockup. And we have a public sale with freeze, and that's all. And we will have, of course, our tokens for our partners and advisors, for the people that help us to develop a project. So, of course, we will have tokens for these guys. And the main part, we will have, we have a XDAO token reward program, where you can implement your DAO, transfer your DAO to our platform, and you will have XDAO reward program. And you can use our modules to farm your money, and we will have XDAO rewards. So we will have this part.
May this be the case that some DAO project is already existing, but it notices you or something like that, and it switches to your DAO, to XDAO? Could that be possible?
Yeah, we transfer it to some not so big DAOs, not famous DAOs, but as I said, we have our future clients, DAOs, venture funds. So they are transferring from Aragon. Aragon is safe. That's right. I can't pronounce their names.
Yes, of course.
But the answer for your question is yes. Of course, yes. We are creating a technological beast, and we have transfers.
So we finished with tokenomics, okay? And you've mentioned some, your CTOs and other people involved in the project. And how many are there? We
have a pretty big team on XDAO. 15 to 20 people. Our headquarters is CTO me, CEO Vlad, and CEO Zurab. We have a CMO N, and we have a lot of lowers, advisors, business developers, really young guys from the. We have students as our business developers. We have professional business developers. We are about business development right now. We have a lot of people, as I see it, and of course we have developers. But I'm a tech lead of these developers. So our happy team is growing.
So you have like 20-ish full-time team members, right?
About 8 to 10 full-time members, and we have lowers, as I said, advisors.
And this have been working out for you pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And do you plan to expand your team, like attract more, tech guys or, other positions? And you are right with this much.
If we are speaking about development, of course, we will grow our team significantly, and we are developing our documentation, our code style for it. So we want to implement something like XDAO educational development program to develop to raise your skills in XDAO. So we are working on it, and of course, we will significantly increase our development team. But about other positions, I can't answer this question because I don't know.
That's all right.
And but I hope the answer is yes, and I think the answer is yes. We will grow this team, but I don't know which positions. I think all the positions we will hire people for all the positions.
So it seems like you have a really good perspective in future. Let's simply put in this way. Where do you see XDAO in next like a year, maybe half a year? And what is your image?
No, of course, our image is to grow our project TVL, total value locked, and we want to grow our raise our position on the DeFi Pulse, on Ethereum, on DApp Radar. So this is not so. This is just a boring goal. Boring and very popular goal for every DeFi project. But our main project, just like from the dream side of the DeFi development, is to create really cool project that will connect projects, investors, that will provide a way to manage your funds together. And we want to implement an organic evolution in the crypto sphere, just like limited company, limited standard, just like limited started to be cooler, to be bigger than the single investors in the traditional finance. So this is our goal, to connect people, to connect investors and projects and headquarters directors to create a startup accelerator, where you can raise your investment fund for your startup on the seed round from the investors.
Like Launchpad?
Not so Launchpad, maybe private investor, one private investor that can invest his money to your seed round startup and to rule the startup with you and to have a decentralized ways of revenue splitting, something like that. But when we're speaking about IDO, yeah, that's a really cool opportunity for us, but we have a lot of launch pads for now on the market. So I can strongly answer, will we implement a launch pad or no? But maybe yes. It significantly depends on the market position, significantly depends on our client needs, And
do you have a backup plan if it doesn't work? Like maybe if IDO wouldn't be such success and, maybe you won't attract so much attention. Do you have some backup plan, or what would you do in this situation?
When we are developing our project, we are implementing our plan A. But when we started to implement our project, when we met with Vlad, we started from plans B, C, D, A, and F. Just like we started from them. We started from the from these plans. And when we developed these plans, we started with plan A. This is our project. So yeah, we have a lot of backup plans, because we are seeing how market is going. We have a strong team, strong, happy, friendly team. We think that we can implement any project in DeFi.
It's like you will, switch along the way, like to adapt to certain situations in the market.
Every sphere can have a black day, a black line in its life. So yeah, of course we have some plans to back up and to return to the market again. That's right.
No, that's so great. And well, I forgot to mention, this about your IDO, because a lot of people are questioning like when it is going to be and what is the platform. You spoke about your IDO. Can you briefly tell us about it more? When to expect that? What platform? And maybe it's better to wait for official news in the socials.
Yeah, it's better to follow our communities if you want to really strongly follow this trend, and if you want to have all the details. If you want to be the first investor in XDAO IDO round, you need to follow our communities, our Twitter and Telegram. So that's it.
It seems like your community is pretty solid right now, and you have plans in growing it and attracting more people into that.
Yeah, that's right. That's a classic way of the project business development. Of course, we have a solid community, and of course, we want to grow it. We are working on it. We have marketing, some marketing and social networks. We have partnerships. As you are seeing, I'm giving an interview to you, so this is a part of marketing.
Yeah,
really cool and happy way to do marketing, because I'm happy right now to give you an interview.
Especially you're a tech guy, like from tech perspective, not marketing or something. That's great. We're having you here. Okay, so I think in this, part we finished, some kind of personal question in the end. What are the most interesting projects that you're following right now? What do you think about NFT and this whole stuff about DeFi? There's some trivia.
When we're speaking about NFT, I'm not so cool expert in this sphere, but I'm thinking about NFT as a way, as a card to improve your farming revenue, farming KPI or something. So NFT is a cool sphere, but I'm not following this trend a lot. I'm following technologies. I'm following technology development. So I'm following Aurora EVM, as you know, Aurora DAO on near blockchain. I'm following Solana. I'm following 1inch. I'm seeing how 1inch is going and how 1inch is planning its strategy. I'm following these guys.
So these are the projects that you're looking up to, that this is what you want to be in future, like, yeah?
I'm thinking about it is just like how to develop cool things.
Final question, like, can you name some valuable lessons or advice for our viewers? Last words about that.
If you are selling your tokens, freeze them. If you are doing a project, do marketing. If you are, and that's it.
Okay.
And about investment. Okay. I will give this advice. Follow the classic farming platforms, just like Alpaca Finance. Follow Alpaca Finance leveraged farming. It's really better when you will trade your funds or something. And invest your funds at the minimum of 1 year if you want to have really big revenue from the tokens. And always do your own research. This is a classic rule. Always find new strategies and grow with the market.
And with the tech perspective?
This is a more easier question for me. So I have a lot of advices in it. Always choose a really cool stack, and the cool stack is your friend, of course. You need to have a cool technological stack. I will recommend Hardhat plus Solidity plus TypeScript plus TypeChain plus React plus Web3 React, for example, for a DeFi project. Always choose a cool stack. Always write abstract code, because if you want to grow your project, you will have more friends, more developers in your team, and you need to have an abstract code. Abstract and clean code, not spaghetti code. Always manage your project with tickets in a Trello or Jira or Kraken Git boards or something. Always manage. You can't control a thing that you don't see. You need to see a thing. You need to watch at a thing if you want to control it. So always control your project, and you need to trust. You need to trust your partners. If you don't have a trusty team, I think you will not have a really cool project. So always trust your developers, always trust your partners. You don't need to trust them 100%, but 95% is okay. That's it.
Yeah, some trust should be needed. Okay, so thanks, Igor, for joining us here. It's so great having you here, and XDAO, learn about you a bit more. And our viewers can always type some questions about this project, or for us, we'll surely provide an answer for that. And thanks again for having us, for being here, Igor. And we wish you good luck with your project and with the technology.
Thank you, Ivan. I'm happy to give this interview, and people can watch my YouTube videos about it. They are just like DeFi tutorials on the YouTube about strategies and about terms in DeFi. They can follow our social networks, and we always answer all the questions that people have.
Okay, so great. So thanks again for joining us, and see you there.